So Downloader has pushed an update, and it's been a while since we've seen an update for Downloader. For those of you who don't know, Downloader on your Firestick or even Android TV, you can use it on your phone, not really needed, but you can use it. What Downloader is a browser. As simple as that. It's a browser where you can go to websites offside or outside of the Amazon Fire TV ecosystem, and then you can download files onto it from possibly a third-party source. You can input downloaded codes, and they finally pushed an update. So before we get into it, make sure you hit follow button if you're new here. And for anyone who was watching yesterday, let me know if my mic sounds better today, because I have fixed it, hopefully. So Downloader here, it's available from the Amazon App Store. So just search Downloader, D-O-W-N-L-O-A-E-D-E-R. But make sure you get this one at the beginning, okay? The other ones aren't official. Definitely not, okay? And these will try and charge you for things as well. So get this official one at the beginning, Downloader. Click it, install it, open it up, or go and update it if you can. And this is the new interface. So Downloader's been around by a long time, okay? Downloader's goes way back, like me really, when it comes to Fire TV stuff. Downloaded codes. For a long time, everyone thought Downloader was the only way to install apps onto a Fire Stick. There's more and more things coming out now, which I'll show you a few alternatives in a minute, i.e. FireSend. But a lot of people wondered how Downloader could get themselves onto a Fire Stick and be allowed to let people install. Turns out, first time I tried to put an app on myself, it worked. I think people just thought you couldn't do it. But anyway, so this is a new Downloader. Downloader now. It's pretty much the whole screen is web-based, so you're straight in with the mouse. Let me know your thoughts, because I'm not 100% on it yet. Maybe it's because the old Downloader is still stuck in my system a bit. You do get to read through AFTV News' page underneath, which I'm not sure if anyone reads blogs as such on a streaming device, but it is there. And you've got all the menus there. I think this is probably a bit of the reasoning why it's now this version, because the adverts are on the screen straight from the off, straight on launch. There is an advert there, and fair play to him. A lot of work goes in to maintain what he does, AFTV News, so why not have adverts on there? He deserves earn a little bit of money from everybody and all that traffic he's managing through his site, okay? But to enter your code now, you click right at the top, or is a numbered keypad, which is new. So a good code, if anyone's after one, is my code, 75726. Been around a long time, but it has changed. You can click that and you can go through, and that will redirect. And this is how AFTV News works. You can either go to a code, or you can just type in any web search at the top. So this, once you do this part, it's pretty much all the same, okay, as how it used to be. So you'll go through to the page now. The toolbar, still similar at the top. You've got right at the top. Once you're on it, you can go into here. You'll be able to add favorites. This is all the same still. Add current page to favorites. Save. Boom. Now you have the sidebar. Personally, I do think the old layout was simpler for people, because you knew straight away where to put your code, and that's what you're there for. Instead, now you're on a web page and it might be a little bit confusing. Files is where you can download things. Settings. But the problem is, once you're here, I'm not quite sure how to get back to where we were in the browser. Let me click on home, and it takes us to here. So that's a little bit of a pain, because if you wanted to do something in your settings, you're going to have to put your code in again. But, you know, it works exactly the same. You know, there's not a lot of difference apart from the actual screen itself. So let me know your thoughts on it underneath. If anybody doesn't like the new update, if anyone's not too keen, anyone's not really into it, I don't mind it. It's just I've been using the same thing for years when it comes to Downloader. I personally now use FireSend. It's another option. We're not in competition. Downloader's great. Downloader's allowed to be great. FireSend's allowed to be on there as well. You're allowed to have more than one thing on a platform. So I use FireSend as well as Downloader. I've got FireSend stuff for you guys, and I've got Downloader stuff for you guys. So if you search FireSend, here it is. Click this one and install it. Once in here, this will tell you if you are protected or not. I've deliberately left mine as unprotected to show you what would happen if you are not using your VPN. It is red. If you are protected, it will be green and your device is safe. In here, also have a browser, so you can search a URL. You can also enter downloader codes if you want to, because downloader codes are just redirects to an internet. Okay, so you can enter his codes if you don't like the other layout. That's fine. Or you can enter rooms. So there's rooms here you can enter, or create your own rooms, upload rooms. There's a lot to do with FireSend. A lot of people prefer downloader over FireSend because FireSend has quite a lot of features which can confuse people. People who enjoy FireSend are more advanced in the way of them moving files around. So they do like to be able to upload off of devices, share between devices, create rooms to share to other people, or help family members out. But this video isn't about FireSend. This video was about downloader. So let me know your thoughts on the latest downloader. If you like it, make sure you get it updated. So if you don't see the update, search downloader. Then when you're here, push the button with the 3 lines on it, the menu button. And then behind my head here, let me just move my head out of the way. You'll see the button saying more info. If you push more info, that will give you the option to update if you don't see the update already, okay? So that's there for you. Perfect. So if you don't like it, try out FireSend. If you do like it, use code 75726 is a very good one for you. And if you're on there, make sure, give it a good review, any of the apps on Amazon, because it really does help out the developers as well. Brilliant. So I've been Dr. Swiffy. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.